Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story. So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light. See the light.
What up? What up? Where'd he go? He can sit there. I'm gonna bring him in. Yeah. I'm gonna set it up first, and then I'm gonna bring him in. I know. Yeah. Oh yeah.
When you are saying, look at your face, a good young hair. That mirror reflects exactly what you are. Your face is how you look. And psychologically, is there such a mirror in which you can see exactly, precisely, accurately what you are? As we said, there is such a mirror, which is one's relationship, how we're into it. Indeed, as man, woman, in that relationship you see what you are, if you allow yourself to see what you are. You see how you get angry, your possession, all the rest of it.
Well, the voice of reason back in here on a Wednesday, hump day. Come on. Or we're going to rename it Thump Day, because I'm here to thump you upside your spirit. I'm sorry. It's kind of what I do. And, of course, you know we're going to act a fool when we start with Krishnamurti. Uncle Hurty, Krishnamurti. Y'all know I love the philosopher because he's always cooking. And he sets up tonight's topic perfectly. Who you date is the work you must do. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. Who you find yourself working with and dating and relating to and being in relationship with, they are a doppelganger of the shadow you have repressed. Sometimes we try to find partners that we're comfortable with, right? But then we have to ask that question. Am I comfortable because they're familiar? Is the pain familiar? Is the pattern familiar? Right? I know people don't want to hear it put this way. Sometimes people come into your life to show you the pattern, or look at it as a racetrack, a Hot Wheels track. If you're old enough, do you guys remember Hot Wheels? Maybe that's an old kid, an old kid toy. But think of it as a miniature racetrack. And say anything that happened in your relationship or in your family, early childhood upbringing, those manifest themselves as either slick on the track, when you're driving a car on the track, if the track is slick, you might have some traction issues, right? Or if there was abuse or violence or neglect, this might manifest as potholes in the track. The relationship person that you find yourself the most comfortable with oftentimes is a doppelganger of that traumatic past, which is why they make sense to you. Oftentimes, you're healing, and the person that can disrupt the track you've been driving on in circles, the circles and cycles of your life, the person that can actually heal you looks more like an off-ramp. And you've never seen one of those. To just appear on your track of familiarity, typically healing is unfamiliar and daunting and scary, because healing requires you to do something different from what you've been doing. I know you guys don't want to hear it put that way tonight. The voice of reason is up in here. It's a Wednesday. You know this is a national discussion, and I need you to get to your phone lines. And of course, this is a non-judgmental space. I'm not going to argue with you about your point. I'm not into the drama and trauma porn. I'm not into it. People like to clip up little... You see how Zoe clowned that dude? You see how home chick called in and Zoe tore her to pieces? Nah, I don't do that here. I respect your disagreement. I respect your perspective. I'm not here to correct what you think is true. I'm not here to say what you think is true isn't true. This is a space where your truth gets to live judgment free. Get to your phone lines. Get ready. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. Tonight's topic, your spiritual doppelganger versus your persona, i.e., the mask you wear. You thought they were attracted to the mask, only superficially. They really want that shadow doppelganger. That's where the real compatibility lies. Your wounds, your confusion is compatible. Your self-avoidance is compatible. I know you don't want to hear. What you resist in them remains in you. A closer examination of the process of discernment becoming projection. It's their fault. They did it. No, they're here to irritate your spirit so you can get off the track. Sometimes, man, you better accept that off-ramp that come into your life. So if you get an off-ramp in your life, you're blessed. God done favored you. So many people want familiarity. Please come and keep this cycle running. No, sometimes God really loves on you and dotes on you and gives you the greatest gift you could ever imagine. The problem is you don't have the imagination for it. Have you ever been given something really special and you didn't know what it was? Those are the type of gifts God gives. You're on a cycle, a pattern. God gives you an off-ramp. You go, what is this, God? You try to use it as a shoehorn. Listen, I'm not here to play with you tonight. I'm not. Your spiritual doppelganger is the one you chose. Ooh, it's the one who chose you. Are y'all ready for this? What you resist in them remains in you. A closer examination of the process of discernment becoming projection. The people we are in relationships with are always a mirror, reflecting our own beliefs. And simultaneously, we are their mirrors, reflecting their beliefs. That is a quote by Shakti Gawain. Gawain is his name, not Dwayne. Gawain. Shakti Gawain. It is right here for you tonight. I really want you to, the treachery of the mirror. The most radical claim about relationships is also the most humiliating. You have never loved anyone, not even yourself. Every partner you've adored, resented, betrayed, or abandoned may have simply been a screen onto which you projected the fragments of your own psyche, your shadow, dressed up. Your shadow in designer gear, your shadow wearing a Birkin bag. You're unconscious in disguise. When you say I love you, what you might really mean is I love the part of me I cannot face, wearing your face instead. This is the scandal of intimacy. What you resist in them remains in you. Your partner's betrayal is your betrayal, self-betrayal deferred. Their emotional distance is your unacknowledged coldness towards the work that you have always been called to do on yourself. How many damn excuses you done made for why you broke up with somebody because they didn't show up the way you needed. And all the while, you've been ignoring your damn self. Because somebody told you there's only a one-way fix to what's wrong with you, and that's them. But if they're the fix is in because blame is built in if they don't deliver. Oh, you dating your shadow because you won't go inside. So God said relationship is a mirror. I'll bring it outside. I know you don't want to hear it put this way. I know. Your partner's chaos is your own suppressed instability. And yet, rather than own this, you exile it, demanding that your lover carry the unbearable weight of your denied self. Here, hold this for me. Hey, grab that for me. Pick that up. No, that's your cross. Discernment and projection are not opposites. They are stages of the same delusion. What you call discernment, I see clearly who they are, is often only a projection dressed in rational clothing. I cannot bear to see who I am. So I criticize what they are, because what they are is what I refuse to look at in me. But God keeps sending different versions, different variations, because what do? Pull the relationship parachute, boop, let me get out of this one, and let me jump into another one. But what you jumped into was to be continued. You ain't gonna never jump into to be discontinued. As long as you self-avoidant and you running from yourself, it's always to be continued. Every accusation in love is merely an autobiography. Ooh, every blame shift is really an autobiography. I know you don't want to hear it put that way, but I don't give a damn. I'm here to disrupt your spirit late in the evening, early in the morning, in the afternoon. I'm here to disrupt your spirit because you've been running a long time. Boy, you faster than Carl Lewis. You know that Ben Jones, Hussein Bolt, you faster than all of them. You keep running. Listen, we're not running tonight. Do you see? When you shout, you abandon me. The one you indict is your own inner deserter. How many times have you deserted yourself? Huh? From the studies of anthropology, we know masks have always had a function to them, right? And that function was not to conceal, but to reveal, right? Oh, ritually, they allowed the invisible to appear. That was the purpose of a mask. I create this mask to show you some symbology of something deeper, a deeper meaning. A mask was revealing. Not here with us today. Masks are concealing. Masks serve as spiritual Lancome, spiritual makeup, spiritual max factor. Oh, who's your Mua? Who's your makeup artist? You got a psychological makeup artist? Yeah, that's what your mask is. In relationships, the persona works the same way. The mask you wear to be loved does not hide you from your partner. It hides you from you. When we come forward, the voice of reason, gonna tell you how you've been dating your work this whole time. What we on? What we on? What we on? My brother, say what's up to the people. They can see you.
Oh, snap.
Say what's up. Brother John Gilbreth, the second up in this piece.
Blessings all those within the sound of my voice. Greetings and blessings to all of you. How y'all doing out there?
Everybody hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, share, like, subscribe. You know what we got to do. You know what we on. Opa, what up, John? Yeah, we up in here. Masquerade ballism is crazy. Tell him niece got questions. She said she got questions.
Oh, word? What questions you got?
Truemonger says, honors, John. Come
Salute,
on.
Salute.
The family is up in the building. I love that for us, man. We up in here. Don't put on the deep voice, fam. Diamond Blues.
D.
I see you, Attila.
Diamond Blue. What happened to us getting together and getting that food, man? I'm still here to break bread, man. What's up?
AVJ said, I've never looked at relationships like that. Meaning, say more, AV. You should call in and talk to me, bro.
Absolutely.
AV, what do you mean that you've never looked at it that way from that perspective? Relationship as a mirror? Psychology done took that from Krishnamurti. Aunties, look out. Hey, Attila in here cutting up. Hey, y'all got to hit the like button so we can get in the algorithm, right? There's 29 people so far, only 18 likes. I need those likes. It's 30 people, only 18 likes. I need the likes. Hit the like button. John Gilbreth in the house. Jack Brazen. Everybody shouting you out, bruh.
Salute. Greetings and blessings.
You know I got to talk my ish. Of course you do. Nephew said, hi, the OG is in the house. Salute. I'm married to my mirror and she gets on my nerves. But why does she get on your nerves? That's what we talking about tonight. You should call in and get this work, bro.
Call in. First off, being in here with this heat, you know I almost ran that chair 5 times. I kept holding on to this one. Bruh. Yo.
I know. Hey. All KRS. Yes, y'all. KRS, huh? Rock on. Yes, y'all. You don't stop. KRS, huh? Rock on.
If you've ever wondered if there's a dark twin lurking out there, you're not alone. Let's uncover the mystery of doppelgangers. The term doppelganger is German for double goer. Coined in 1796, it describes a ghostly double of a living person. But here's the spine-chilling part. Spotting your own doppelganger, that's a bad omen, often tied to death or misfortune. In folklore, these doubles are sinister, shadowy entities. Your evil twin, if you will. President Lincoln and Queen Elizabeth both claim to have seen their eerie doubles, with ominous results. Literature and pop culture love this theme. From Poe's haunting tales to modern thrillers like Jordan Peele's Us, doppelgangers symbolize our hidden fears and darker selves. So next time you catch a glimpse of someone just like you, look closer. Could it be your doppelganger?
Bring it to me now. Bring it to me. The VOR is in the building, and I'm on fire already. Please, let's go deeper. It's not that superficial. I'm talking about a psychological doppelganger. Ross Rosenberg, the human magnet syndrome. Why hurt people hurt us? Right? Krishnamurti, right? The Mirror of Relationship. It's a book. Right? Now, we know modern day clinicians have all jacked Krishnamurti's The Mirror of Relationship. Oh, did you know that the etymological root of the word shadow actually means mirror? Oh, wow. No. So my shadow is a mirror. Okay. So you mean to tell me the person that I like, that I vibe with, why do I vibe? Why is there a vibe? You think because it's a vibe, listen, let's stretch out the word. Vibration. You guys are on the same vibration, the same frequency. This is why your healing, which is on a higher or different frequency, is unrecognizable to you. Right? Wait a minute, Zoe, you're going too far. Yeah, it started at the crib. Might have started in your mom's womb, in vitro. If she didn't attune herself to your needs while you were in her body, there was a disconnect there. Some clinicians believe attachment theory. Nobody is born without an attachment style. Why? Is it in vitro? Do you get it afterwards? Some people believe it happens in the womb. What about the negative self-talk she said to herself while you were baking? What about the resentment and fear? Right? The anger, the disappointment, the frustration of the person who got her pregnant. So we don't know all of this stuff is happening. And then we grow up. And then we meet our first assignment. You got the syllabus in the crib, at home. That's where the syllabus, y'all went through the syllabus in the crib. And then you started dating. And that's when the class started. Let's go. Let's go. The mask you wear to be loved does not hide you from your partner, it hides you from yourself. Worse, it tricks you into believing that the mask is you. Imagine you thinking your makeup is actually you. You got a whole gray beard, but not tonight. I got a hot date. I've got a jet black beard tonight. And you start thinking that jet black beard is you. No, sir. Imagine you got on 12-inch eyelashes and you start to think, this is me. No, whatever accoutrement you put on, it's not you. That's the worst part, man. It tricks you into believing the mask is you. So when your partner rejects you, what they actually reject is the fiction you auditioned to be loved. And you rage because you suspect the fiction is all you have. I thought the jet black beard made me more distinguished. I even dyed my eyebrows. And trauma deepens the deception. As Babette Rothschild, and Patrick Carnes remind us, the body does not lie. What it does is replay. You was practicing at home. The real game is when you're grown. Hey, when I come forward, the voice of reason, we going to the phone line. Let's get it. Hey, man, we in here cooking right now. Me and my brother, my big bro is in the house, John Gilbreth. Boys with Bangs is funny. T-Money.
Brother John.
Yes, sir.
What's the science, homie?
Hey, Brother John up in here, dog.
Science is right here. You
Brother-
know what I mean?
Brother John
Yo.
is up in here, yo.
My goodness. Bro,
What happened?
you a star, man. This is amazing, yo.
Oh, you see how I was just chill, not talking at the lounge, and just and then coming and then
50 cal going.
I was laying on the couch in there, like just chilling. Then come in here and turn on.
Fucking hole. Yo.
No, we was watching movies at the lounge, smoking cigars. We was chilling,
Chopping it up, enjoying family
having
stories,
different conversations. People coming in, talking to us.
spilling it, giving it, taking
I was
it.
chilling. John said, "Hey, wait a minute, hold on. Zoe done turned the light on. Who this nigga? Who this other dude?" No, it was cool, man. It's cool.
Amazing, bro. Amazing.
Zoe got his work wig on. Come on, Nas. Nas, you my nephew, man. Nas, wait, hey, man, hey. Hey, Nas, come on, man. Ah. Nah, man. Hey, but in a moment of transparency, like this is real right here. I think very deeply about these conversations. Like I talked with my niece, right? And my niece is like, those dry erase boards?
Mm-hmm.
Like my niece is like a football-sized field that's a fucking dry erase board. Like I can bounce shit off of her. And she's brilliant.
Truly, she is.
So she'll be like, "Oh, you mean like this, and I'll be like, nah, not quite, but like this. She'll be like, oh, like this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and I'll be like, yup, for sure. So we'll talk typically in the morning, or when I just get to the lounge or something like that. We'll talk, chop it up, get some ideas. She'll be like, I got 57 topics. Here's 57 topics right here that we haven't. I want to do this one and then. And then I'll take one and I'll go, okay, let's deconstruct this one and then reconstruct it. And for the most part, I'm just in the lounge, quiet, doing that.
And no disrespect, if you don't have her,
What do you mean? She coming with me.
just say
No matter where we going. No matter where we go, she coming with me.
yes, sir.
No, you do have like 57 topics. She's like, not 57. No, it's about 57. Because if I start asking her about topics that we said we was going to do, we have a list of that we haven't touched, it'll be like 50. At the very least, it'll be like 50. So sometimes, like,
The executive producer.
no, like I said, she's so smart. But I be trying to give her, like, first off, let me just give y'all some real game. This is some of the stuff I tell Attila. Relationship topics are finite. So what you got to do is deconstruct them and reconstruct them by adding nuance.
Okay.
So every time you revisit a topic, it's a new topic because you've deepened, right? You've expanded it.
So basically,
You've added nuance.
You're finding all the in-betweens of the tick and the top.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
You have to do that, or it'll be derivative. It'll be repetitive. So it's like, no. Did that one. I said, no, I don't think we did this one. And I was like, well, if we did do it, let's do it again and make the last show irrelevant. Right? And then we come with these different perspectives. So it's really good. Sometimes she'll ask me questions and I'll just start talking. She'll be like, hold on. Wait a minute, pimp. Let me get this pen. Hold on. What the fuck did you just say?
That part.
And like the other day, I don't know what it was. I don't know what topic that was, but I went on a tangent for like 20 minutes and she was like writing. Like, this is the subtopic. What you all? How to flip a topic and make 11 of them. Nah, man, like, but that's the key. What I find in social media do the most wild, disrespectful thing. That's like clickbait. And then your answers and responses have to be somewhat familiar to keep the crowd engaged. I go the opposite way.
Well, as you were saying, one of the brothers that came into the cigar lounge basically alluded to the same thing. Virtually, you'll stand on one side of the spectrum, and you'll hear everything that needs to be said, and then you'll challenge it. Then at the point of the challenge, that somebody else may come in and give their perspective. Now you're standing on the other end of it, saying,
I'm challenging you.
Right.
To prove it. Then to deconstruct it and rebuild it. Come on, man.
Destroying and building the world.
Come on, man.
Multiverse.
What if I told you that the very thing you're running from is chasing you? That the more you resist pain, fear, or failure, the stronger they become. Sounds unfair, right? But this isn't just philosophy. This is your life. The moment you stop fighting what is and start embracing it, everything changes. Carl Jung's wisdom isn't just a quote. It's a survival manual for the mind. And in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to prove it to you. Or hey, you could resist watching this video. But remember, what you resist persists. Let's be real. Why do we resist things? Because we're wired for survival. If something feels uncomfortable, our brain says, no, not today. But here's the problem. Resistance feeds the very thing you fear. Think of anxiety. The more you try to suppress it, the worse it gets. It's like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. The harder you push, the stronger it fights back. Ever tried not thinking about something? Try not thinking of a pink elephant right now. Yeah, didn't work, did it? This is exactly what happens in life. You resist sadness. It lingers. You resist failure. It haunts you. You resist love. You push it away. The more you fight, the deeper you sink. Now, imagine someone who just went through the breakup. They tell themselves, I'm fine, I don't care, I'm over it. But every time they hear a song, see a place, or even smell something familiar, the pain returns. Why? Because they haven't accepted it. They're fighting it.
Hey man, I don't like how he talking to me right now. He low key did he right, but he low key did he's slapping everybody in here, and he got that monotone. What happens when you resist love? It deepens, don't it? Okay. Hey, the voice of reason is on fire tonight, live in the heart of Lamarck Park. You already know what it is. KBLA Talk 1580. Listen, I want people to call in 1-800-920-1580. I got callers on the line, but I'm gonna get to them. There was somebody that was on the line. Did he drop? AZJ, what happened to you, fam? Get back in here. 1-800-920-1580. Very heavy topic tonight. I'm proposing that your partner is a doppelganger of your shadow. You're repressed, suppressed, right? Didn't I tell you relationship is a vehicle for individuation, not just vacation or staycation? Didn't I say that? And then you choose, they say, let me find the safest person. Let me find the person that's the most compatible. Let me find that person. And everything about human beings and human psychology is based on patterns. You find a familiar, comfortable, quote unquote, safe pattern, and then disappointment rises in your spirit. Regret rises in. Where is it coming from? I thought that all the boxes were checked. Were there hidden boxes? You mean they got invisible boxes out here? They got spiritual applications with invisible boxes? Your nervous system does not know your partner from your parent. It only knows the echo of abandonment and the smell of engulfment. Thus, much of what you call attraction is not really chemistry, but chemistry's sadomasochistic ghost, the trauma bond. You confuse the ache of familiarity for the spark of destiny. Wrong. The wound is the CEO of your spirit. You didn't know it. Nobody told you. The wound done called a board meeting and kicked you off the board of directors of your own spirit. Listen now. We got callers. I want to get them in here. Oh, we got callers. AZ. Is that his name? AZ. Get back on the line, man. 1-800-920-1580. I want to talk to everybody. We got callers. Let's get them now. Who's been on the longest? Sean, Oakland, California. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Well, number one is doppelganger, right? I mean, my thing is, that's a very interesting topic. I can guarantee S&T. So I've been married 33 years, together 38. And we just agree to disagree on so much. But I have to say, on the most important issue, we're doppelgangers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
On the most important issues, we are there. And that, I believe, is resilience. And that's my own 2 cents on that. Resilience, to me, is the most important aspect you can ever have as a human being. I mean, we can talk about all this other stuff, but you're going to have crisis. You're going to have things that don't work out for you. You're going to have things you can have different levels of it. But resilience is the number one thing.
100%.
When you have someone that you've been with this long, 33 years and 38 together, I think it is resilience.
I love that, man. I love that for you and your lovely bride. Brother, guess what you just did?
Oakland in the house.
Town business. Yay. Oaktown in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building to join this national discussion, all you got to do is call Zoe Williams. You know what it is. 1-800-920-1580. The voice of reason. When we come forward, I'm going back to the phone lines because the phone lines are cracking. Is that AZ? Hey, please go to my Cash App, guys. Support the channel. I think this is a worthy topic. Yesterday was worthy, too. Yesterday was wild.
I was in flight, man. I got to catch
All week has been crazy. Now that I think about it, this is the 3rd episode of the week.
Yes, sir.
I think we're going to do a very controversial topic. Should I share what the topic is, Attila? You spoke on the mother wound. You called me to the front. To the front of the congregation. Uh-oh. T-Money, we bringing everybody in. Should we talk about tomorrow's radical topic? Let's see how the men show up tomorrow. Because I sent it to Attila, this is after we decided what this topic was going to be. And then I had another idea and I sent it to her. I was like, and I sent her videos and clips. I sent her 2 topics, actually. The second topic, Attila, hold that water, damn it. That's what she said. Exactly. So shush. She's screaming, shush.
All right.
I think if we do that topic tomorrow, the men are going to wild out. Look at Attila. Shh. It's already loaded. It's like, it's out here. Y'all gonna trip. I think, and it's kind of like, it's experimental, I tell them. It's experimental. Because if you throw it out there, we can sit back and take data and study how they show up. They really gonna call in. Look. She said, you already know. Boy, it's going to be like a family reunion at Jones Beach. Hey, what's that Black Bike Week in Galveston? The brothers is going to show up like,
On
They gonna show up on the Million Man March side of the game. They gonna show up like Freaknik
Oh, hell.
pre 96.
Oh, no.
They gonna be like, he did this for us.
Cheats in life does not put other people first. They put themselves first to the point where it becomes an overinflation of ego, because in essence, when we're secure in life, then there's nothing above or below, but we are a part of life. And so a person who says, I hate cheaters, perhaps you've been cheated on and you're scarred, but we're going to replace the word hate with resentment. Resentment is an emotion that's very closely tied to jealousy, and resentment says, how dare you? Because this is how I am. How dare you not fall in line with this? And what I often find is people who are carrying resentment over a betrayal of that sort, they themselves might be recovering people pleasers and not know it. And so you, the person who tends to put other people first, builds up a hatred or resentment for a person who does not put other people first. There's a part of you that might resent yourself for not putting yourself first.
Who is this lady?
I don't know her name, but the name of her page is Woman of Tomorrow.
Woman of Tomorrow. We do not know who you are presently, but we shall discover who you are and your whereabouts. I don't know if I 100% agree with what she's saying. There were some kernels of truth in there. Attila says she's amazing. I love her videos, is what Attila says. But at the same time, the people-pleasing piece was meaningful. And there are people out there who do that, some in a maybe disingenuous way, people-pleasing to receive. Ooh, goodness. Shadow work. What happens when the work you were supposed to do on yourself shows up as kismet? Oh my God. Shows up as butterflies. Shows up as that, this is the one vibe. I know people don't want to hear me talk like this, but this is what it is. Who taught you that the mask you wear was more lovable than your naked face? Who told you that? When did you first decide that the real you was unworthy of being seen? Spiritual mua? Spiritual makeup artist? Do you even know where the mask ends and your true self begins? Or have you forgotten the demarcation line? Oh my God. Who benefits from your mask's survival? And who suffers from your refusal to take the damn thing off. If I strip your persona away right now, what would remain? A self or a void? You think you're nothing without it. Because what it's covering, you've labeled as nothing. Because it's dark. Because it's the part of you that you don't want. The part of you that you loathe. Which accusation against your partner is actually a biography of your own hidden self? Yeah. Hey, let's get these callers in here now. Attila from Houston, Texas. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic? Attila's not on hold? We lost Attila? Oh my goodness. Who's on hold? T-Money? T-Money. Where are all the callers? T-Money from Detroit. Get in here.
What up, dog? Brother Zoe.
Man, what are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Man, you're hitting us over the head again with one other, man. I would like to start with the pleasantries and just remind us, man, is after the fire versus pleasure that doesn't remain without pain. And it gets greater later, right?
Mm-hmm.
Listening to you, I know that you said some monumental things earlier. Kind of reminded me of Jackin' for Beats. I know you say Uncle Hertie, they stole his style and they didn't understand about etymology when it comes to the mirror equating the shadow.
Mm-hmm.
But you also segued that into something that was more powerful that called me to the front of the congregation.
Well, talk to me, brother. I'm listening.
My questions in life kind of led me to ask questions on the self-discovery path, and the universe granted me lessons in this sense. I've learned that you are now speaking to a proud byproduct of teen pregnancy, where I was quote-unquote hidden. You know, she had to hide her. This is things that I discovered through my mother, who is now up in age, and I've been fortunate enough to have to sit at her feet, but yet be thrust into a position where I'm attempting to give truth to power and help her adjust her understanding of her experience. But you know how that can be difficult when you are viewed as her child. Right? So you want to keep it copacetic and not be disrespectful, but you also want to say, no, but what you did made me. And then sometimes I've gotten condemned for my perceived strength, which turned me into the objective guy that was this disorganized event. Every shade of the attachment theory.
Right. Keep going, brother. Keep going. This is your space right now. Speak on it.
You get me? And so, but through the pain, but the pleasure is there, right? No, no sadomasochist, but whatever. But I'm just trying to understand. I want my people to know that this is victory, man.
Right.
You know, like I said, reading through and listening to you, and it's like the self-individuation, things came to the forefront. But most importantly, man, like I say, you can't play hooky to the curriculum at home. I think you're going to skip school and not going to go out. Because guess what I inherited? My shadow. I went out in the world with a shadow and inherited the big joker. I have a child by a woman who knew how to manipulate my shadow, but through the process of that, I was granted individuation, and now it offends that person, and it tries to tempt me to react and respond, but I know better, and I just say, hey, God, you got me this far. Guide my steps. We ain't doing nothing to cause no problems or no drama. I got to do what's right.
Nah, man. Listen, man. You cannot say what you just said. Playing hooky from the home curriculum.
Trying to tell you, I tried to skip school and they taught me a lesson. Hey, after school, in-school suspension. Boy, get in there.
What in the world? You dropping bombs. But this is important work. This is it. Let me tell you why this is important, T. What we've done with relationships in this society, where we are today, 2025, I'm listening to everybody talk. Well, a man should be this, and a woman should be that, and you should carry yourself in such a way, and you should act. Shut up until you get into that hurt locker called your shadow. You're not really in a relationship. You're in a reenactment. You're like Denzel on Broadway. You're acting a certain way because you're getting something that your wounds dictate. Now, when that supply goes away, what happens, T?
Hey, you sitting there naked and afraid like one of them shows on TV.
Naked and afraid. Hey, T, guess what you just did, brother? Detroit up in here shooting it up. Hey, we on fire tonight if you want to bring your city in the building. And I got a surprise. Y'all don't know I got a surprise in the studio. He's standing up. He walking in and out of the studio. He don't know he on camera. Everybody on the KBLA side is watching like, hey, my brother, y'all hear his voice damn near nightly. He's in studio live from the Big Island.
What's the science, huh?
All the way from Mountain View, Hawaii. John Gilbreth II is in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, John Gilbreth II is in the building. When we come forward, we're going to hear from my niece, Attila from Houston, Texas, as well as John Gilbreth II. Yeah, he was. T, man, thank you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm finna leave for a second and go check the Cash App and see if anybody showed any love. Let's see. And Lloyd Hinton and LS. My live
You're
agent.
live?
No.
I just noticed a couple of the people on your live on the KBLA live. That's all.
Yeah.
So we putting them on camera right now or what?
Yeah.
All right, so
Let's get him right.
This is your mic right here. This is your camera. You don't necessarily have to look at the camera, but just know that that's your camera right there. That's your angle.
Yes, sir.
And that's some headphones for you right here. All right.
Yes. LS Jefferson and Lloyd Hinton. Thank you for the Cash App.
Can you hear anything?
Thank you for the support. We got 2 Cash Apps in our first hour.
This is where you could adjust it. If it's too loud, too low,
Grateful. Appreciate
This
it.
one is it right here. All right, let's go to work.
Wait, which one is John? So you're good. This is me. This is them. All right. Thank you. Hey, and I don't know what happened to AZ. AZ, what happened? I dropped 5 as well. Thank you, Suge Mac 510. We appreciate every little bit we can get. Suge, salute, big love and thanks. Hey, Naked and Afraid, last one standing. Hey, he was cooking. T Money said, let me show up and show out. We don't have any other callers on the line except for Attila. We had a bunch of callers, but then they all dropped. So please, call in 1-800-920-1580.
I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy snack? the child wasn't his, and you still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How is that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I was like, is there something wrong with that?
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed. Hit you with a bad touch routine. How does he maintain his humosity?
He likes it when it pinches my lips.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man moves on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
How do you write women so well?
So William, reason and accountability. The voice of reason.
In the spiritual community, there's a lot of emotional repression disguised as spirituality. There are people that are just seeing the positive and are just in this I hear you place, and I'm just about light and this thing. Well, inside of you might be some anger and shame and pain and rage, and it's just getting covered up by your spiritualness. It's getting covered up. And then you have these people that are like, that person has dark energy, that person has dark energy. Well, they only have dark energy to you because they're hitting in you what you don't want to look at. What are you saying? You're the light energy and they're all dark? Trust me, every single one of us has a ton of crap in our body that needs to be seen. All of us, every person, the spiritual teachers of the world, everything. All of us are sitting here feeling and hurting, and when we cover it up with just this optimism and this positive, there's a place where that's totally necessary, but there's also a place where it's complete repression, and it's repression disguised as spirituality, which makes you think it's fine. But just so you know, all emotions are welcome here.
Hey man, that's Kyle Cease acting a complete fool yet again. Can I just give you guys a little secret? As you know, I keep things quiet. I'll have certain understandings and I won't say anything. Here's an understanding for you. The spiritually evolved person does not see distinctions, differences. They see one continuum of life. So the condescension that he spoke of in the clip, oh, what are you eating? Oh, that's terrible. You shouldn't be eating that. That's your diet? Oh, nothing but fried frog eyelashes for me. What? Right? You're still living like that? The spiritually evolved, they don't see distinction. Everyone is a child of source. Right? They don't, you understand? And Cease pointed out such a poignant point here, profound point. And that is, for many of us, we think the packaging and the languaging makes us healed. Oh, I'm spiritually articulate, while at the same time spiritually illiterate, because you haven't experienced what the articulation is trying to say. Oh, yeah. You say, wait a minute. Yeah, you're split. We're talking about it right now. Don't you know you are calling in your work in the personage of your partner? I know you don't want to hear it put that way. Who are you calling unfaithful when you abandoned your own inner truth for years now? You cheat on your inner truth. There are things you do, there are feelings you have that you refuse to share with your significant other. Is that not cheating? And then when they cheat, you say, where did this come from? Yes, the truth of yourself, I'm going to repress that. The things I do to make myself feel good that my partner can't do, that I outsource, I'm not talking about any of that. You think because you haven't done it physically. Okay. But who are you calling unfaithful when you've abandoned your own inner truth for years? How many of you just, it's there because it's a structure and there's resources and it's predictable and it's controllable, but really it's not in alignment with your inner truth? Does that not make you a psycho-spiritual cheater? Oh, tonight's topic is on fire. Listen, I got an in-studio guest. I want to introduce my brother real quick before we get to the phone lines. I'm going to bring her on while you're here. John Gilbreth from Mountain View, Hawaii is in studio with us. He's been calling for years. And the brother came to a concert out here and was like, hey, Zoe, can I come through? I said, man, you family, come through, brother. John Gilbreth in the building. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic, sir?
Greetings and blessings to all within the sound of my voice, as always. Blessings to all. Blessings to you, Zoe, for allowing me to be here.
Yeah.
But the heat I feel in this room.
What do you mean the heat, brother? What? Come on.
You're telling me on a simple fact that my McDonald's eating,
right,
versus you call it healthy, but your relationship is just like McDonald's eating?
Ooh, hold on. You eat clean, but your spirit eat dirty. Is that?
My Lord, this is some crazy stuff in here being worked out tonight, and I'm grateful. One, to be in the building, to have the fire turned up, and the seasoning just right.
Man, is your spirit still eating pork?
Absolutely. Without fail. And unfortunately, the demands that my spirit will tell me, yet at the same time, I'm disobedient.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because at the point of, one, being spiritually led, yet at the same time, that detour, as you have eloquently put that, the detour, the one that keeps me off the rat race wheel, lets me go. And now, because it's unfamiliar, I want to be running from that too?
Sure.
Okay. I've ran from bullets and battlefields and survived.
Mm-hmm.
And spiritually, he was speaking to me then.
Hmm.
So how am I going to be dodging the bullets that are actually meant to heal me?
Whoa. The bullets are inverted in the psycho-spiritual space.
It's got to be.
Ooh.
There is absolutely no way that in trouble you find jewels. You ain't got to tell nobody how to celebrate. Any day that anything goes your way, and most of us in these relationships, I too, in the cigar lounge, even confessed it myself. The very fact that yes, you may have been in a good space, you may have wanted things to be the way that they were.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the spiritualness of that person who saw it within you? The reflection of you needing her own. And you were denying it because you were too selfish.
Keep going, brother. Keep going. See, because you've been there. I know you've been there.
Indeed.
And it might have been 13 years ago.
Yes, sir.
But you've been there. You had to go through it. And it transformed you.
With jewels.
And listen, a lot of jewels came from that transformation, right?
Yes, indeed.
So, is your lover truly distant? Or are you using them as a mirror for your own frozen heart?
My Lord. Don't make me run up out of here, sir.
Come on, man.
Come on. That's the truth. It is really the truth.
Come on.
It is really the truth, sir.
Listen, man. I'm not easy to be with. 'Cause I'm a professional shadow irritator. I'm a shadow exorcist.
Come on.
I'm going to come through and I'm going to see everything.
The spiritual Brillo pad.
But I might not say nothing.
Indeed.
But you going to feel it in your spirit. Your spirit going to say, he know.
That part.
Has your spirit ever told you, he know? Or, she knows, man.
Yes, sir.
Right? Brothers, you know she know. I'm that type of person. I'm the off-ramp. And I had to be broken down in order to transform myself into the off-ramp.
Yes, sir.
God said, you're supposed to help people get off the pattern.
Mm.
But the only way you can become the off-ramp, I got to break your pattern.
Indeed.
That's what happened. Which shadow of yours are you currently... I don't want to do this one. This is... Which shadow of yours are you currently punishing someone else for carrying?
See,
No, don't leave.
Bro.
Huh? When you rage at them, who are you really screaming at in the mirror?
My God.
Whose face do you actually see when you say, I love you? Your partners or your parents?
That's
Oh, yeah, this is why clinicians are, they running it right now. They say, hey, go reparent yourself. Because your parent is Marshawn Lynch. They fumbled at the 2-yard line. Well, maybe Marshawn didn't fumble at the 2-yard line.
He didn't fumble at
He didn't. They threw the ball to somebody else.
It was that bad Super Bowl when they gave the bad call. And even Marshawn Lynch stood on the sidelines like, this joker here.
Yeah. They should have ran the ball to Marshawn instead of trying to do a slant on the 1 yard. What kind? Pete Carroll, you owe Marshawn a Super Bowl. Why do you call trauma familiarity chemistry instead of naming it addiction? See, you can't get addicted to watch what I'm about to say.
Go ahead, sir.
You can't get addicted to the remedy. See, you used to wanting to stay. See, sometimes the remedy comes and heals the situation and going about his business.
Absolutely.
You see, you want it to stay.
Absolutely.
And you want to be in control of what is forced to stay. Which wound are you secretly reenacting every time you think you fall in love? Huh? My niece is on the phone. Get her in here. Attila from Houston, Texas. You're on the line. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Child, you done pass it to Chris. You okay over there?
You
looking like one of them burnt wings up in the back. Oh. In the back, and the chef got to reach in there and grab it.
All is well, beloved. All is well.
Listen, I don't have company often, so we got company tonight. So your thoughts? Tell me what you think.
Well, I actually have some questions for both of you.
All right.
Starting with a quote from some books that I have selected for y'all. So I'm going to start with Pastor John.
Yes, ma'am.
Pastor John, so your quote is, the empowered mindset creates a light that everyone can relate to, even if they can't duplicate it. People see it, and think, man, that person is special. There have been many great people, that have exuded this light. And what do? We sit back and we marvel, inspired at their light. Some of us may even envy it, but when it comes to cultivating the light within us, there's a reluctance. And then the trauma script comes in. So tell me, my question to you is, what has your trauma script looked like, and what are you doing to dismantle it in this time?
My God. The trauma script that I have been looking at for the past couple of years thus far has been the challenge to not control, but to allow God his proper reign.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I don't like going to work. Yes.
Come on.
I hate the ridiculousness of people, though I get paid entirely too well to quit. And as my ex-wife said to me, even before this show, you have done this for so long, for so many different people. I am so glad it is finally your turn.
Wow.
That's powerful.
I could smoke a bag of that if I didn't smoke. This is good. Come on. Yes.
So,
Now-
Theo, your question is coming. I do have one last question for you, Pastor John. Where do you think that quote is from?
The quote that you just quoted?
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea, beloved.
You sit next to him. You're across from him. Theo, that's from the Shrouded Lighthouse. Get it.
Oh, wow.
That is, that's the self-authorship chapter that you wrote.
Chapter 14. I wasn't even paying it. I'm over here looking at this.
I bought 5 of those books, and that's the one book I have yet to read.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You better get it, dog.
No. I still got the one you signed.
That's
Trust me.
2021.
I got it. It's at the house. I will read it once I get back home.
All right. Listen, when we come forward, we're going to go back to Houston, Texas to get my niece's questions for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep it cooking. Hey, that's great. Get it, bruh. Hey, John in here, he loved it, bruh. Hey, John in here, he loved the whole situation, man. What we on? Pretty Brown Mimi said, hey, y'all, is that John Gilbreth II? Oh, my God. John Gilbreth II is in the studio. Now, my team be like, hey, man, you let people could just roll up on you. But I be like, yo, it ain't nothing but love. It ain't nothing but love. They was like, hold on. They was at the cigar lounge, too. My people be like, hey, they just reached out and said, I said, yeah, come on. What? My team, they don't be doing a really good job all the time, though. My team be like, you okay with that? Yeah, I'm okay with it. He cool. All right, we okay with it.
I appreciate that. Mahalos to the team. Appreciate
They don't even come down to check to see. They just, well, if Zoe said it was cool, like I could be dead, team.
Hey, not that. Jesus, no, not that.
Hey, we be wilding in here. Y'all know what it is. John G in the building. Everybody sending you nothing but love, bro. They sending John G nothing but love. Nah, said, y'all want some salmon?
Hey! Well, fuck it then.
Hey, so y'all know tomorrow, I'll be talking about this, but tomorrow, it officially begins. So when I come to Los Angeles, I want to come on the show and share my thoughts for real. That's fucking Pretty Brown Mimi. Pretty Brown Mimi be playing. She ain't gonna get on here and talk. So tomorrow, it's official. 3 days a week, the workouts go.
Okay.
It's gonna be crazy.
Oh.
If you think that naming truth is an oversimplification, maybe you've gotten too comfortable complicating everything that should invite you to grow. I've thought about how I wanted to respond to the people that say that my content is oversimplified.
I refuse to reduce myself or my clients to struggle stories dressed in psychological language. Yes, identity matters, but so does your development. So does your ability to build capacity. So does your power to choose who you want to become. Here's what is scientific. Language drives perception, and when tools like therapy, boundaries, and emotional language are used as shields instead of skills, what we're calling healing, it actually becomes a behavior of avoidance, an avoidance that interrupts resilience, avoidance that delays development. We've oversimplified healing to the extent that it creates a distorted impression of what growth actually requires, and now fragility is mistaken for depth. Overprotection is mistaken for self-respect, and any challenge to those patterns is dismissed as harm. Mental health isn't about making the world softer for you. It's about becoming strong, grounded, and self-led enough to navigate the world as it is without losing yourself in it. So
Nah. Raquel, that's how you say her name. Raquel Hopkins is a part of the Avengers. They need to recast Storm or something. This is an Avenger level of science right here. She is dropping bombs. So many people want life to be easy and soft and all of this and that, but you're supposed to build resilience. Who's more resilient than God? When you discover God in you, you start to realize all the strength I've ever needed is beyond my comprehension, and it's always been in me. Nothing bothers me. Do you think things bother God? Well, wait a minute. We different than God, and we God with a little g. Not all languages have case letters. I know. I know. No one's ever told you that. Yeah. The original language the book was written in, it has no case letters.
That part.
So, yeah, the little g doesn't. Is that lost in translation?
Grab a concordance.
Jesus. But do you understand? She's out here saying, no. You're going to date the shadow. And dating the shadow is there. The purpose of it is to break up the pattern. The reason why the shadow is attractive is because of the pattern, which is a type of beacon, a shadow beacon, that calls in the lesson.
Yes, sir.
I got a question for my niece, because I know she has a question for me.
See, what we not going to do. What we not going to do.
Hey, Zoe Williams, voice of reason. We got. I got a question.
You gonna answer my question first?
I'm gonna answer your question, but I want you to process this one.
Man, you ain't right. Go ahead.
If your nervous system is a time machine, what year are you actually living in when you are in fight, freeze, or flight?
Mm-hmm. You asking me personally?
Yeah.
I mean,
I got an answer for you. I'm sorry.
Yep, you hold on to that.
Hold on. Got to do some math. A minute. Probably 2007.
Ooh.
Freshman year of high school for me.
Love that.
Yeah,
Come on.
when I tell you, like, okay, so me talking to you on the phone right now, you and John, is crazy. That is something I would have never done. And I can tell you why. I think I was more focused on making a mistake than I was on just being authentic, right? And I hadn't even discovered what that was. So would you say fight, flight, or freeze? Or
fight, freeze,
all of them.
fawn, or flight?
Mm-hmm.
What year are you transported to? Ooh, if it's a time machine.
And then what's crazy is when you get into a space where you are so fearful and so afraid and so angry that you don't really have an outlet, right? Depending on the situation. For me, I was a kid at that time. I was a teenager. So what I noticed is that I just kind of tend to, like, dissociate. And I think when you start coming back to yourself, you start picking up those pieces of, like, oh, this is what I left in this time, and this is what I left. So it's interesting with this self-individuation process, because I feel like, in a sense, I'm having to rediscover me all over again.
Mm-hmm.
and discovering the parts that I want to leave and the parts that I want to keep, right? But that's what I would say for me. Now, my question for you.
All right. I'm right here. I'm right here. What's happening?
So I have a lovely quote. I ain't going to tell you where it's from, but I know you're going to recognize it. So it says, the ignorant enjoy the sense objects under the influence of three modes of material nature, grossly unaware of the nature of the soul within. Only the eyes of knowledge can see the truth. So my question to you would be, when did you develop your eyes of truth, and what was that like for you?
When we come forward, I'm going to answer this question on the other side. Hey, my niece is wild right now. My niece is trying to press. She knows. She knows. Dio ain't right. She knows. She knows. She tried to set me up. You see that?
But that's what that.
She got the shoulder roll.
It's the way you're supposed to. You're supposed to. Man, come on.
Okay, niece, I see you. If you are enjoying tonight's topic, and I think tonight's topic is one of them ones, I think we had a lot of good ones. Yesterday, I left here thinking like, damn, yesterday's topic was extraordinary. Today's topic is also, yo. Yeah, she did hit me. I'm calling Prima. She tried to catch me out there. It ain't just Palisades fire, it's Palisades and Altadena fire. Eaton. Come on now. Well, I guess the lady did work for, but all of those fire companies, Los Angeles, Pasadena, and all the other cities, Glendale, Compton, Inglewood, all those fire departments were racing to those areas.
Right.
Everybody was like, whoop. Yeah. So it wasn't just Los Angeles, even though Palisades is Los Angeles County. So I think the majority of the firefighters in that area was LA County. But then we started getting, the whole state got involved. So Fresno, Oakland, San Francisco, they started sending their resources. So Attila, you got to ask me that question again. You know I'm old. I'm okay with being old.
You with the selective listeners.
I swear, man, I can't wait to get up out of here. I'm a petition. When I get back up into heaven, I'm a petition. I'm going to say, God, if I got any more work to do, can you pass it to one of my kids? Because where I came from, if you got debt or, your kids take your debt, can they take the work? Can they?
The answer is no.
If there's any other work you need me to do down here, can they do it?
The answer is no.
Please don't send me back. I don't want to go to hell no more. This hell. Can you imagine falling in love with a demon? I'm like, God damn. I'm damned. I'm in hell. I done pissed God off. It's crazy.
This is the work.
They like, oh, jeez.
This is the math, sir.
This is the behind the scenes. We supposed to talk like this.
Right.
Ain't that how we talking in the cigar lounge?
True. Witness.
Man, we had the homie come through the cigar lounge. I introduce him to John. I tell him who John is. He said, let me pull up a seat and just sit down and start. First off, you ain't supposed to be in here. Then after he leave, Big Chris rolled through.
Right.
John met Big Chris, man. It was awesome. Big Chris was like, John Gilbreth the second. Everybody saying the whole name. Van was like, John Gilbreth the second. Oh man, it was like family. I love that vibe over there, man. I think we got a minute and a half. Tomorrow is, day 3. Don't look at me like I'm crazy, John. It's going to be hard tomorrow. John is like, fuck what you going through, nigga. Working out his shadow. Working. Look at John. Look at John. Look. Look at John. Hey, pick up them goddamn weights. That's how John got that look on his. Hey, pick up them weights.
20 years, sir. 20 years of defending this nation.
Right.
And you complaining about day 3.
Hey, John, I'm not, everybody want to call out Zoe now. My niece calling me out, John. What's going on? Is this call out day?
No.
Is National Call Out Your Homie Day?
No. You know what it is.
Get off my grass. Y'all wildin' tonight. Y'all wildin'.
This one's probably not going to sit well with some of you. At some point, therapy stopped being about healing and started feeling like rehearsal. You memorize your lines, hit your emotional beats, cry on cue, and the therapist applauds your self-awareness, like you just nailed a one-person show called Why I Am the Way I Am. But nothing actually changes. You're still ghosting your parents' calls. You're still rage texting your partner in lowercase paragraphs. You're still using trauma like a hall pass to skip accountability. And the worst part? No one stops you. Because modern therapy culture, today's culture in general, is so allergic to discomfort, it mistakes challenge for harm and truth for attack. Your therapist won't risk pushing back because God forbid you feel judged. So instead, they mirror your pain like it's sacred text. You get nods instead of nudges, validation instead of vision. And yeah, it feels good for a while. But now you're emotionally fluent and functionally stuck. You can name every wound, every trigger, every unmet childhood need, but you're still reenacting the same drama with new characters and calling it growth. You've got the shadow work lingo down, but you're still acting like everyone else is the problem. Carl Jung warned about this in Modern Man in Search of a Soul, how people would rather cling to their suffering than risk the unknown of who they'd be without it.
Ooh.
Emotional awareness without disruption is just curated avoidance. You keep processing the same pain with better language and worse results. So no, you're not in therapy, you're in character.
Man, this is a cartoon. Cartoons are not supposed to be this intelligent. This is a cartoon therapist.
Lenny on fire, bro.
Dog man.
Lenny on fire, bro.
Is that his name, Lenny?
Yes, sir.
The dog's name is Lenny.
Yes, sir.
Christ. Nothing but fire. I can't argue a thing. But let me not waste any time. My niece has a question for me. I'm going to need her to say it again because I've forgotten everything she said before we've...
Hi.
Attila from Houston, Texas, you tell me, what is the question for me here? Now, I'm going to answer it, of course.
Do I need to re-quote what I quoted before?
All of it.
Or not?
Yes, all of
Okay.
it. Yes.
Okay. So I had said, when acquiring a new body, the soul obtains a particular mental framework and sense organs to help it enjoy correspondingly. The ignorant enjoy the sense objects under the influence of three modes of material nature, grossly unaware of the nature of the soul within. Only the eyes of knowledge can see the truth. So my question was...
Wait, before you ask the question, who is that? Paramahansa Yogananda, Sri Yukteswar, Sai Baba? Who is that?
You were very close. It's the Bhagavad Gita.
It sounded familiar. I was like, I've read that before.
Yes, you have. Yes, sir.
The Bhagavad Gita. The story of Krishna and Arjuna. I love it. Yes, finish. Ask your question.
So my question is, when did your eyes open to the knowledge, or how do I say this? How did you discern or determine that you had eyes of knowledge that see the truth, and how was that developed for you, like in your journey?
Oh, man, it happened early. But I, like everyone else, was resistant to the sight. I didn't like the sight. It made me strange. It made me different. It kind of alienated me. And so I did things that made me cool. I played hoop. I was really good at basketball. I played rock. I rapped. I made rap records, and and I was really funny. I was funny in the comedic sense of how a lot of comedians have been through a lot, and then they internalize that pain, and they use comedy to kind of get through their own stuff, right? When you look at people like Richard Pryor, like he went through hell as a kid. For me, I realized, not even knowing about Richard Pryor growing up, really, I realized, like, okay, because back then, adult stuff was for adults, really. But I realized, making people laugh, kind of took the pressure off of me having to show up, having to kind of be present. But I think the real, switch shift when I was around 35, that's when the light just said, here we go. We're in another space. And I knew I had to do something different. I knew I had to recontextualize my life by shedding all of, the accoutrement, how I dress, how I show up, my car, where I work, Madonna, all of that kind of stuff. I had to kind of shed all of that. And that was a very daunting process. And I don't believe it's over.
Ooh, speak on it.
What, you thought I was going to shy? You thought I was going to run from your questions? Huh?
No.
What you want?
I knew you were going to answer it exactly how you was going to answer it, because I know my peers. This is why we listen to you. Period.
Okay. All right.
Y'all hear that self-reflection? Do y'all hear that? Y'all hear that vulnerability? Huh? Y'all hear that accountability? Huh? That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Now answer my question.
Yes, sir.
Well, she already did, though. You did a damn good job answering my question. And I don't like it because it happened too fast. But that's okay.
I learned from the best, though, right? I've been training in the dojo with you. How you gonna be mad at me?
No, I love these kind of conversations, and I'm glad, we're making it a little bit playful, because a lot of people are afraid to, lean in.
For sure.
Leaning in is no. Being open and revealing and sharing, that's a frightening thing for a lot of people. And I just want to say, I thank you, niece. I appreciate you, niece. Thank you for that out of the blue question. Hey, we gonna talk about it later. Thank for that out of the. Hey, we. Hey, guess what you just did, Attila?
All right, Houston in the building.
Houston, Texas is on the board. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. We are on complete fire tonight. Oh, I got to shout out KRS-One. It's his birthday today. This is why my co-host is my playlist. KRS-One is one of the greatest MCs of all time. And I know a lot of youngsters probably don't remember. He doesn't have the same impact that he had when I was growing up. KRS-One, KRS-One. Knowledge reigns supreme over nearly everyone. That's what his name represents. It's an acronym from New York, one of the greatest ever, an amalgamation in terms of styles and development of Melly Mel and Kool Mo D.
Yes, sir.
The lyricism, the wordplay, right? And then Melly Mel, the poetry, the social injustice and the social piece. KRS-One, one of the dopest ever. That's why we're nodding to him today.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
It's almost over. Just that quick.
Yo, it's Zoe Williams, the VOR, and I know you're tired of pretty gems with pretty lies, where people seem to scroll more than
Let me
they
turn this
sweat.
shit down.
Finally
Well,
hear
it's time
the
to live
Bojangles in it. I finally hear it.
Oh, you hear the Bojangles?
Finally.
die and champions rise.
I don't want to hear it right now because I got to go back there tomorrow.
On the corner of Fairview.
Quit your
This
sniffing.
ain't a photo shoot. It's about
Quit your snipping.
Quit your sniveling.
Oh, sniveling.
Quit your sniveling. Get to work.
I'm going to be in there tomorrow.
Whether
Enjoy the
you're
jewel.
chasing your next personal record,
I'm going to be in there tomorrow.
Let the work it out of you.
this is your sanctuary.
Let's see, yeah, Sugar Man 510, that would be great. All right, y'all good, man. Everybody, please hit the like button. Everybody, please, please, please hit the like button. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. I just got a text message from Huff and Puff like, hey, this is the address of the other gym. Beat it.
I hit the line.
You hit the like. Literally texting me right fucking now. Here's the address to the other gym. I'll be there at 8 o'clock now. Can a nigga get some rest?
You rest when you pass, but you'll have a new mission once God wills.
I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna sit down with God. I'm gonna schedule a meeting with God. I'm gonna get on this docket. I'm gonna be like, no more. Like, God, don't send me back down there, dog. I'm like a hell nurse. A hell nurse?
A hell physician, man.
Hey, this demon.
A hell physician. Man.
I'm not even a physician yet. I'm like,
To be on the position.
I'm a hell phlebotomist. I'm taking fluids. Like, shit. What the?
But with all this scalpel use, all this depth, all this in betweens you dig into, sir.
God damn.
Come on.
I be looking them in the face. I be like, does anybody else see it? You remember that movie They Live?
Yeah.
When you had them glasses and you see how motherfuckers really look?
Yeah.
God done gave me them. Hey, man, he done gave me them glasses. I be like,
No.
y'all remember that first time? Listen, man. You remember that first time that damn priest walked into the room and saw Linda Burr in the bed?
Flip.
I be...
Projection is when a human being has something in here that I don't like about myself. I'm going to shift this bad thing about me because my ego can't handle that I am this way. So what my ego ends up doing is I take this negativity in me and then I shift it around to someone else. So our ego, in order to move in any direction, suppresses particular things. And then it has to get rid of it. So I've learned to hate homosexuality within myself. And then what pisses me off? When I see someone else who's gay, who's living their best life. I learned that this is the most terrible thing. The only way I could function was to demonize it so much. And now I see you being happy with the person you are. I want y'all to think for a moment about how hard that is for me to sit with. I lopped off my own arm, and here you are waving at me with two hands. Impossible to deal with cognitively. So then what happens is I take the self-hatred and I project it out towards this person.
Wow. Are you dating your psycho-spiritual doppelganger? I'm very interested to know this. I want you to do some self-investigation. Why are you attracted to them? Why are you vibrationally aligned? Because many of us can be vibrationally aligned with toxic folk. But it's easy for us to say, they're toxic. How did I get here? Somebody was in the chat earlier. So I attracted this. Listen, it's not, let me go back. Let me go back. You guys know I love doing this work. David R. Hawkins, right? He was a psychiatrist, and and what was amazing about Mr. Hawkins is he created something called the map of consciousness. And the map of consciousness dealt with these vibratory states of consciousness, right? And he based it off of the science of kinesiology. He was like, in the presence of truth, the body gets strong, right? Like he had all types of little experiments where toddlers were pushing over muscle-bound guys. And, this guy was pretty deep. Wow. He became a metaphysician and a spiritualist, of course, based on, like I said, kinesiology. He says in the presence of lies, the body gets weak. And then he goes even further and talks about how lies will bring in illness. Damn what you're eating. You done ate a lie burger. Okay, okay. So the person was like, so did I attract an abusive person that harmed me, that hurt me, that did that? Listen, we look at the action, right, and say, wow, that was terrible. And in fact, it is. It's reprehensible, right? Get out of here with that kind of behavior. A brother, whoever did that to that woman, 100% agree with her. What we fail to realize is what you do to yourself could be on the same vibrational level of what the person does to you. Come on. Might not be the same action. It is the vibration here. So look, he said, guess what? Humanity as a whole, the bottom of the chart starts at shame, which is 20. Shame, humiliation, miserable, despising, elimination. These are the processes: the log, emotional state, view of life, God view, and process. At the shame level, God is despising. Okay. Said human beings on planet Earth, about 99% of us are vibrating at fear. Anxiety, frightening, punitive, withdrawal. Withdrawal is avoidance. And the worst type of avoidance is self-avoidance. So what God said, I'm going to set up relationship to be a holographic mirror. Your whole story, holograph, hollow, whole, grapha, gramma, writing, the whole writing of your psycho-spiritual journey is going to come with you into your relationships, even though you're putting your best foot forward behind a mask. And the person that you vibrate with will be a frequency match to the mess you suppress. So, shame, then it moves up to guilt. Guilt is 30. Blame, evil, vindictive, destruction. That's guilt. I wish I had a better mother. Real mothers don't show up the way you did or the way you didn't. Let's see. Blame, view of life, evil. This is a terrible place. Everything happens to me. And get back. God view, vindictive. The process, destruction. Because life ain't doing nothing for me anyway. Guilt. Then apathy, despair, hopeless, condemning, abdication. Now, here's the cool part. Apathy is better than shame and guilt because it's a higher level of consciousness. Come on, man. Come on. And then, imagine having to traverse these levels of consciousness. Woo, we getting out of apathy. We done rolled into grief.
Wow.
Emotional state, regret. View of life, tragic. God view, disdainful. Process, despondency. The only time it gets to a point of balance where it kind of makes a little sense is right here, courage. And many of us lack the courage to stop avoiding ourselves.
I thought it was pride before that, though.
No, pride is underneath courage.
That part.
Right? So these are the levels here. Shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear. I'm going up the scale.
Right.
Right? Desire, anger, pride.
Boom.
Then you get to courage, which is the balance point. That's your C. That's your C grade. Courage. Emotional state. Affirmation. View of life. Feasible. God view. Permitting. Process. Empowerment. Now, what's deep about him, he's got a whole book that lists the words we use that have low vibration versus words that can be used that accelerate vibration. People, I'm challenged. That's better than I'm defeated. You hear people say, I feel defeated. He's saying, by speaking it into existence, there's a vibrational match coming to you to confirm it. Are we?
And now you know.
And the highest, of course, he has 3 people at the highest level. Jesus, Buddha, and Krishna.
Right.
And that is enlightenment, 700 to 1,000. Predominant emotional state, ineffable. You know what ineffable means, right?
Unshakable.
No words. It can't be put into words. The view of life is. God view self with a capital S, because he makes a distinction between your egoic self, which is small s, and the self, which is uppercase. Come on, Christians. Now, process, pure consciousness. Listen, if you don't get into this individuation work, if you don't really want to do it, God's just going to put you in a relationship. Listen, I'm the voice of reason. I start the conversation. It's up to you to finish it. You ain't got to agree, but you do have to think. I'll holler at you tomorrow on my Friday. Fire show.
My brother.
A great show, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate everybody for tapping in. Thank y'all. Now I'm out. Hey, Andy.
Yes, sir.
And just like that. Just